Hi everyone, my name is Denise, and that's my beautiful Yogi in the back. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing Demolition Man. Just to give you a heads up, this video does contain spoilers, so if you don't want any spoilers and you just want a plain old movie review, I would definitely leave a link to my video that I did of my review in the description box down below. So if you haven't watched Demolition Man yet, please do, because it's just such a great film and I wouldn't want to spoil anything for you. And if you haven't watched it in a while, please rewatch it. This is your sign. So starting off at number 1, this is kind of confusing for me because the numbers change between 20, 30, or 40 bus passengers that were sadly killed in the beginning of the film. So before Spartan jumps off from the helicopter, that's Sylvester Stallone's character, he says that Simon Phoenix took 30 passengers from a bus. And then after the building collapses, after Phoenix is arrested, some guy says, oh, there's like 30 or so, no, 20 or 30 bodies that are burned. They're like everywhere. So I'm like, okay, it's 20 or 30 people. But then towards the middle, going towards the end of the movie, when Spartan and Phoenix are fighting in that car, Phoenix says 40 passengers. So I'm like, okay, so it's between 20, 30, or 40. So Spartan did time for 20, 30, or 40 passengers that he killed trying to get to Phoenix because, Phoenix framed him. So my question is, in the beginning, why didn't they do an autopsy on the bodies? Because I wrote this down, but Spartan said he did a thermal check and there was only 8 people he saw, all a part of Phoenix's gang. So of course the thermal check would have showed that 20, 30, or 40 people were in the building, or like 48, let's say, because of Phoenix gang members. So I feel like maybe that was like not a good job on the police's part, because they should have done an autopsy if the bodies weren't that badly burned. So I know this is just a movie, but that kind of like bothered me, because I was like, wait a second, he did a thermal check and they should have done an autopsy, because isn't that like protocol, procedure, whatever you want to call it. So if they would have done an autopsy, then Spartan wouldn't have done time with Phoenix, and then Phoenix would be unfrozen in the future, and then no one would stop him. So I guess it like happened for a reason. Number 2 is that I love how in the beginning, when Spartan is going after Phoenix and they're having that little fighting scene, Spartan pushes him against the wall and says, oh, where are the passengers? And then Phoenix says something like, oh, where did I put them? I swear I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. And for me, that was foreshadowing for how he died at the end, because he gets frozen, and then before Spartan kicks off his head, Spartan says, heads up. So of course you have to have a cool line before doing something badass. But yeah, I didn't realize that until the second time I saw it. I forgot to mention this, but I ended up writing down like a little list of questions and opinions that I had on the film. So for numbers 3 and 4, I kind of answered them, but starting at number 3, I honestly thought that Huxley was Spartan's daughter. So kind of in the beginning, when Spartan is revived and he's asking about his wife and his daughter, so they answered the question about the wife, which she sadly passed away in an earthquake, but then they never answered about his daughter. So I thought, oh my god, wouldn't it be crazy if Huxley, who is played by Sandra Bullock, is his daughter? I hope she's not the daughter, because they kind of hooked up, and I thought it would be like insane if she was actually his daughter. So it turns out that there's actually a deleted character, and supposedly her name is Kate, and that she lives underground, and that she's one of the wasteland scraps. So needless to say, I am happy that Huxley is not Spartan's daughter, because it would be real disturbing and disgusting if she was. I wish they would have included that character, Kate, his daughter. I feel like the movie would have felt a little bit more complete, because throughout the movie I just kept thinking, oh, where's his daughter? Is his daughter going to appear? And like I said, like the first time I saw it, is Huxley his daughter? So I had all these questions in my head about his daughter, because the questions about the wife already were answered, that like I said, she passed away, but for the daughter, it kind of left it hanging. And it also kind of bothered me that they would mention her in the middle of the movie before they had their dinner at Taco Bell, and yet they wouldn't really bring her up after that. So I don't know, it kind of bothered me that why would they even mention her at all? Like, why would they give his character a daughter if they weren't really gonna show her? So moving on to number 4, when Spartan, Huxley, and Garcia are about to go under the tunnel, you can see that Zachary Lamb was in the car with them. He is played by Bill Cosby. So you see his character there, and then I honestly thought that, oh, he's gonna join them going underground. But no, after that you don't see his character at all. So I was thinking to myself, okay, what happened to him? I mean, did he just like run away? Or did he die? It turns out that Phoenix ended up shooting Zachary, and that Huxley and Spartan spoke to him before he passed. Because, like I said with the daughter, I mean, what's the point of having Zachary in the car if they're not going to show the aftermath, like, of what happened to him? So I hope in the future, if they ever decide to release a special edition or a director's cut or anything like that, that they decide to include deleted scenes, like if they have any of the daughter and sadly Zachary's death, because I feel like it's just weird to see him get out of the car and then them talk for like 2 seconds and then you don't see him again. So like, that kind of bothered me. So moving on to the next thing I want to discuss and also ask is, how the hell do you use those 3 seashells? Because to be honest, I don't know much about seashells except that they look nice and I have a collection. But yeah, I don't know how seashells work or their life in the ocean, what they do. And I tried to come up with a few ways that maybe you can use a seashell to clean your private parts. And honestly, I can say that the stuff that I came up with just doesn't make sense. Because like I said, I don't know much about seashells, or if those seashells in the movies are still alive, or if seashells need water to live. Yeah, I don't know. Do you need to like put the seashells in water and then they come to life and then they clean you? I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. So if you have any ideas or your own theory on how those 3 seashells work, then please let me know. Oh, you know what I just thought of right now? So maybe the 3 seashells are, one is for your hands, like to wipe your hand, like clean your hands after you're done with your business. The second is for your butt, and then the third one would be for your private part in the front. So yeah, like I said, I don't know how the seashells would clean a person, but yeah, like I said, please comment your own theories and your own comments on how maybe the seashells would work. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be interesting to see or to read what people have to say about how the seashells work. Yogi has come to make an appearance towards the end of this video. He's a little sleepy. I don't know if you can see him shutting his eyes in the video, but my baby is here to help me finish this video up. But there's, I guess, one last question that I have for Demolition Man, which is when Simon Phoenix gives a list to Dr. Cocteau about his friends that he wants to revive. I think there's about, let's say, 5 or 6 of them that are revived, right? So I see them sitting down at the table when they're underground, coming up with a plan to kill Cocteau and then kill John Spartan. And then fast forward a little bit, and Simon Phoenix and about 4 of his friends are having like a little meeting, with Dr. Cocteau, and Simon Phoenix then tells one of his friends, oh, like, kill him already. So the friend does it, and then they throw Dr. Cocteau in the fire. So right there in that scene, like 3 of them are by the fire, and then there's 1 extra in the room with Simon Phoenix and Associate Bob. Oh man, this is where it gets a little tricky. So then there's like another 2 that I see that Spartan and Huxley fight off and kill in the end. So then that drops it down to like the 4 that were with Simon Phoenix in the room. after that scene, you don't see them anymore. So my question is, where did they go? I mean, is there a deleted scene that shows that, you know, that they were killed in battle, killed in a fight, or did they go back hiding underground? So yeah, I don't know. I tried to look it up, but I just couldn't figure it out. So I would just like to hear what you guys think happened to his extra friends that were killed or not killed. Like, I just want to hear what you guys think maybe happened to them. I had a lot of fun discussing Demolition Man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I truly do. Thank you so much if you made it this far. And please don't forget to leave comments on anything that you would like to discuss about Demolition Man. Thank you so much again for watching if you made it this far. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.